One thing about me, I'm still going to bring face. I don't care if it's summer. We don't care if it's hot. We're still going to be cute. And this is my summertime glam tutorial. And we're going to get right into it. I'm Marilyn, by the way, if you're new here. And we're going to start with the Lumi Glotion. This is just going to give my face a nice, subtle glow from within. I have the shade Deep Glow. That's the shade that I have. It just gives you a nice glow. You can wear this with or without makeup. It's a really gorgeous product, and it does feel lightweight on the face. It's not greasy or anything like that. Now, this is a MAC matte primer that I use only in the T-zone. I don't put it all over because I get oily right in this area, and it helps smooth pores. So I like to apply that product right in that area prior to putting on makeup. I don't do it all the time, but just on days that I need it to be long lasting, or if I'm in the sun like we're doing right now with summertime glam, we're just using products that help with the longevity of the makeup and can last outside, because that's where we are. And for complexion, we're doing the Fenty Eavesdrop stick. This is in the shade 21. Mine's is like, girl, on its way out. Look, I barely have any left, and I have to hold it steady so that little stick doesn't fall out of the packaging, but I have to get a new one. So this is a lightweight sort of skin tint, which I like the coverage of it. I don't necessarily have to do foundation in the summer, but these skin tints work just as fine because it has like buildable coverage while feeling lightweight. I chose the stick because it's a soft matte compared to the Eavesdrop, the liquid. That one's a little bit more on the dewy, or not even dewy, but more on the satin side. So I just wanted to stay as matte as I can because this is a summertime makeup look. Okay, now the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer is such a great full coverage, stay in place, matte, flawless under eye sort of concealer. This is the shade 19. I have two shades, 18 and 19. 19 it has more of a peachy undertone, so it does a really good job correcting while brightening. I am going to put a different concealer right in the inner corners for more brightness, but for now we're going to start with the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. It's a really flawless full coverage concealer. If you are on the market for one, you should check that one out because it lasts all day, and that's why I chose it for this tutorial, because we need products that are going to last. So if we have to be outside, we don't want to look like grease balls, Now, this is an NYX, I think they call them correction sticks. I love these. I have 3 shades. So I'm just putting this under my brow just to highlight it, and then using the brush to guide the product and just outline my brows and clean it up a bit. I love those sticks. You guys should definitely check them out. Of course, everything is linked below. So we're just going to go ahead and carve our eyebrows. And next, I'm going into blush. I actually did this step a little too early, but we move on. This is the Danessa Myricks Golden Hour Blush. I chose this because it's a long-lasting blush that does not need to be set. It has an ingredient in it called Upsolite, which helps absorb the oils in your skin. So it's perfect for days where it's hotter outside, but you want to wear your blush, but you don't necessarily want it to melt off of your face. Okay, so that's why I chose this product. Danessa Myricks products are they're yummy, and they're great for oily skin. If you do have oily skin, this is a great product. So I'm just tapping that in and rubbing it into like the crease of my eye just to make everything cohesive, and it warms up the crease really quickly because, we're trying to make this look as quick as we can as well without doing too much. Nothing too defined, just a very nice, effortless sort of look. So I'm going in with the blush, and I can go in for a long time with blush because blush is just so pretty, and it really just puts the cherry on top of your look. Now, this is the Blurring Balm Powder. I have the shade 10. It's just slightly dark to put on my entire face right now, but I do use it to sort of bronze. She now has a shade, the 9.5, which is perfect. Is the perfect shade. I'm going to grab it. That would be perfect for my entire face. With this, it's a little bit too warm to put all of, it has a little bit of a reddish undertone, which is great for bronzing. Or if I continue to get darker during the summer, I can place it all over because it is pretty sheer, so you can make it work by just highlighting. But right now I'm just using it to bronze because it lasts long and it helps absorb the additional or extra oil that your skin may secrete because of that ingredient called Upsolite in the product. So that's why I chose that one. Now this is my Quickie Concealer in shade 70. What is that? 70 NN. I'm only putting this in the inner corner. This is also a full coverage concealer. I really love this concealer. I would not recommend it though if you have very dry skin because I feel like it'll cling on to it. But for my skin type, if you like normal to oily, then it would work. It's going to brighten up my under eye and just add an extra layer of flawlessness. And like I said before, I don't care if it's summer, girl. I'm bringing face. You don't have to bring face if you don't want to, but you see me, I'm going to bring face. I'm just going to use the products that work in that type of weather, which is very hot here where I'm located. So okay, and you see this ugly face I'm making? I'm just trying to open up the lines under my eye so this product can just blend in as flawlessly as it can. I'm tapping it over my eyelid as well because I do use concealer as primer. I don't have like an eyelid primer because I really feel like eyelid primers are like scams. I can just put concealer and set it and then move on to an eye look if I even choose to do one. So now I have to check myself out in the actual mirror versus that small mirror just to see what's going on. Because a lot of times when you do tutorials, it's not the same as just standing in the mirror and doing your makeup. So this is the setting powder that I chose. I chose this one because I have many, but this one tends to last the longest on the skin, so it's perfect for our tutorial. It's in the shade Marigold. It's a fairly new shade for one size, and it's just a yellow powder that brightens dark skin tones. So I love the way it works, and I love how long it lasts on the skin before you would have to consider retouching. So that's why I chose this particular powder for this particular tutorial, because Girl, I got a lot to choose from, okay? So I'm just lightly pressing the powder over the areas that were highlighted. I am going to go in with a heavier layer of the powder, but first you do have to make sure you lightly just set it before you go in and bake, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm doing. So now I'm going to place a heavier layer of the powder over those highlighted areas, and it's just going to kind of hang out while we complete the rest of the makeup look. So it's going to look a little like crazy before we get to the end where we do the setting spray and everything like that. But I'm going to do an eye look next, so I just let this powder sort of hang out while we go ahead and take care of our eyes. It gives my skin time to absorb it. All right, now this is the Juvia's Place Honey palette. Is this not a perfect palette for a summertime look? I'm going in with that darkest color. It's like a brick red, a reddish brown. So pretty and beautiful on dark or deep dark skin tones. It makes the crease of the eye look really warm. And as you can see, I'm not being really precise. I'm sort of just throwing the color in the crease of my eye. And I forgot to do my nose contour, girl. I just remembered. I like to do that first before I do my eye look. I'm going to use another one of those NYX pencils. That's in the shade Walnut, I believe. But I'll have everything linked below. These pencils are so convenient. I just love them. Like I said, I have 3 shades. I have a peachy correcting shade. I have like a medium shade that I use to do highlighting. And I also have this dark shade that I use to do contouring. It's so easy. The size of the pencil makes it easy to use. And when you blend it out, it's easily blended and it blends matte, which is what I like. So I like to just blend my nose contour up into my eyebrows and just continuously blend it almost into the eyebrows and then into the crease of the eye, which you'll kind of see me do while I'm just trying to blend this out, because it does look a little dark here. Yeah, it looks a little dark. And I was realizing it, like, what the hell? Yeah, that's dark, girl. I'm gonna have to blend it out so it looks, excuse me, looks less harsh. I'll use the setting or the powder puff that I use to set my under eye that has a little bit of that powder and tap over it. And as you can see, it's calming it down a bit and it looks a little bit more subtle, a little bit more natural. So we're back to blending the eyes. I'm just going like windshield wiper motions back and forth with a crease brush and just blowing that color out. Like I said, we don't want it to look too defined because you know, we want everything to look effortless, just like a wash of color. You don't want to see where the color begins or ends. You just want to see a nice wash of color in the eyes. So using that light yellowy shade that was in the palette, I'm just tapping it on my eyelids and just tapping that in. This is like the most prettiest color. It's like almost like a sunset sort of look. So I'm just tapping that in to the, tapping it onto my eyelids. Okay, and making it as soft as I can, because I really don't like harsh lines when it comes to eyeshadow. Like a cut crease, keep that away from me, okay? Something like a cut crease, really sharp, and I don't like that. We like everything to look soft over here, okay? So I'll just continue tapping in that yellow color onto the eyelids and tapping it into the crease. So where you see both colors, but you don't necessarily see any sharp edges or anything that's unblended, we're blending them into each other. So it's almost like just layering the eyeshadows. And then on the inner corner, I'm going to go for that golden bronzy shade. It was a shimmery shade in there just to highlight the inner corner and bring even more dimension and depth into this eye look. Okay, so we use 3 shadows very easily. This is a very beginner friendly sort of eyeshadow look, and I love it. Okay, now this move right here, where we're gonna smudge the first color that we put on the crease, we're gonna smudge that into the bottom eyelash line, okay? And this is gonna just really tie everything in. It gives it a nice blown out look, and it's a smoky type of eye without being too much of like dark colors. We're just smoking out this reddish brown, and it's honestly a really gorgeous, effortless look. Perfect for summer. And I love these colors, so I'm just going to take my time and smudge out the brown shade onto my bottom lash. Okay, so now you can kind of see how much more balanced everything looks. And now we're going to do a wing liner. It's a brown wing liner because, again, I don't want it to be harsh. I'm only going to put the wing on like the tail end of the eye. So I'm not bringing the liner all the way in. We're just sticking to right here on the ends of the eye. It just elongates the eye, makes it look a little bit more slanted. So when you put those lashes on towards the tail end of the eye, it's going to look a little bit more full and just a lot more flared and wispy. And I really love how that looks when it comes to this type of makeup look. So if you want to do liner but you don't want it to look as harsh, definitely try using a lighter shade. Instead of jet black, try to use brown, because this is brown and it shows up dark enough on me, and I think it looks really good. I just love brown liner. I do want to get into some brown mascara, but mascara isn't my favorite thing. But when I saw the brown one, I was like, maybe I should get that, especially for the bottom lashes, not for the top, but just for the bottom lashes. I definitely want to try it out. So these are the lashes that I have from Amazon. They're very wispy. They get a tad bit longer on the ends. I went ahead and put them on off camera, but look how pretty that looks. I love these lashes. I'm linking them below, guys, so hopefully they're still there. But I'll link them below, so I'm just checking everything out a little close up. And now I'm just tapping out like that extra powder that we put on. I'm just pushing it into my skin a little bit more before I spray the setting powder. I'm sorry, spray the setting spray. This is the e.l.f. All Day setting spray. I'm just going to spray that in. Yeah, check it out. Is that enough? Not enough, girl. Let me spray a little bit more. And when it's still wet, I use my powder puff and push the setting spray into my skin versus letting it just dry. For some reason, I'm always like, push it in, girl, push it in. I feel like it gives it a nice finish when I do that. Now, I went ahead and grabbed the Denisomy's Blurring Balm again to just put some more on my forehead, give it a little bit more bronzing. I wanted it to be a little bit deeper and a lot more color, and I think that looks a little bit better. And now I'm going to line my lips with my brownie lip liner. That's by Sugar Scoop Beauty, which is my small business. I'll link everything below. My pencil looks so little, but I use it so much, girl. So I'm just going to line my lips with that. And then I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. sheer stick in the shade Grapefruit. They no longer have that. This is the Maybelline Stone lip gloss. I need to buy another one, girl. I love this lip gloss. Such a good color. It just makes the nudie pink look so pretty. I just love it, girl. I love it. I need to buy another one. And now next, my least favorite thing, which is mascara, but sometimes the look just needs it, especially how we smoked out that bottom lash line. You have to put some mascara on just to make your eyelashes pop out a little more. I do the bare minimum when it comes to mascara because I absolutely hate doing it. I just hate the motions of mascara, but sometimes it's needed to complete your look. But I just hate being so extra careful and holding my breath and praying like, oh, please don't mess this up. Please don't mess this up. But sometimes you need it. But there it goes. See, it made everything pop out a little bit more. But this is the completed look. I really hope that you found this tutorial very easy to follow along with. I feel like it was simple. Hopefully you feel the same way. It came out gorgeous. The sunset eyes, the bronzy glowy skin, the matte products balanced with the glowy products just makes so much sense for this summer look. And again, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, come back, watch another video. Any requests, anything, just leave them in the comments, girl. Talk to me. Talk to me, baby. Come and talk to me. Okay, bye.